Hey, Sweet Stampers, this is Elaine with Sweet Stampin'. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you had a great Labor Day weekend. We just dropped my daughter off at college. It was a great week. We went to the parent orientation and it was amazing, much more incredible than when I went to freshman orientation. They had a pep rally with the basketball coach and two gals from the yo-yo club doing all kinds of amazing yo-yo tricks. The cheerleaders, they threw out jerseys and shirts to the kids, and my daughter caught one and gave it to someone else and then regretted it, but oh well. And then what else did they have? They had a singing group and they had a performing group. Let's see, I think it was the folk dancing group, and they did this Bollywood dance that was really cool. And then for the last night, they had what they call lighting the Y. So this is at BYU, and so they have all the freshmen get in the football stadium in the stands and form a Y. And then they take pictures and video, and then everybody uses the flashlights on their phones to lift up and raise down and create like a wave of light. So it's really, really cool. So we really enjoyed it. And then they ended it with a drone show where I've never seen that before, where the drones go up and they go into the sky and they turn different lights and form into different things. So they formed into Cosmo the cougar. He's the mascot of BYU, and did BYU 150 years. It's been 150 years since the school began. So it was really, really cool. And now we're back, and we are not empty nesters yet. My middle son is back home working. So we still have a kid at home, which I guess happens, but it's all good. And I'm glad to be back. And I was able to have some fun with the spooky sweet and the Fright Night bundle while I was gone. We stayed with my aunt and uncle. They live close to the college and they love going to the games and to events. They went to the football game. My daughter was able to get tickets to go to the football game, the first football game of the year. So it was very exciting. And they threw shirts in the stands again, and she caught one, and this time she kept it. So I think she learned that, maybe sometimes it's good to keep the prize. But it looks like she had a lot of fun, and we had a great week. And I'm pretty sure I'll be crying next week, but so far I'm good, and just kind of cleaning up her room, and made a package and sent it off already of the things that she forgot. And I still have a whole bunch more to send that I couldn't fit in the package. So obviously 4 suitcases were not enough for a girl. Like, I think my sons both took like 1 suitcase, maybe 2. Very different. All right, so I have some fun things to show you before we get started, but I do have the raffle from 2 weeks ago, which was the Farmhouse Florals, and that's the paper pumpkin kit, the August paper pumpkin kit. And so let's see if I can push this out of the way a little bit here. And let's just focus on this. So let me move all of my other things out of the way. Just put them here. And I'm gonna show you all the fun cards I made 2 weeks ago with the Farmhouse Florals. So here we are. This one's pretty simple. I used the dies to cut out the hello, the Circle of Seasons add-on dies. And then this one I finished up. I started it during the live. I used the envelope flap. So here's the envelope flap here to continue the pattern, because normally it's horizontal and I wanted to make it vertical. So I used some of the Secret Sea ribbon to hide the the gap, the line there. So that's that one. And then this one is the original, and this is an original, and this is an original, the ones that are in the directions. These are simple, little different. I used the baskets for another card, the baskets that you put on top, and then this one I used some different patterns, the stamp set, and then the envelope, and more of the pattern here. And I blended some Secret Sea on there and added some cloud cover pearls. Love those pearls. And then I did these two cards. So here's the two baskets. And then here is this one where I added the envelope flap. And then I colored the stamped, teapot, and added some flowers there to add to the little windowsill there. So we will do the little raffle random name generator wheel, and then the winner can pick from one of these two cards. And also, I just wanted to show you a cute box that I made from one of the card bases. So this is a card base, and looks like the glue didn't hold right there, but I will re-glue that. But this was a card base, and I scored it at 1 inch all around the edges, and then I scored it 1/2 inch from the 4 1/4 both ways. And then you just cut and stamp and fold, and you have yourself a super cute little box. So this one you can put treats in. Oh, can't open it now. Maybe I should do a little punch to do like a little thumb, hold. I think I will do that. So I like making 3D items from cards as well. So, okay, so let's do the spinny wheel. Let's go over here and let's spin the wheel. Hey, Susie, and hey, Holly. Hi, Judith, thanks for joining. And Karen, and woohoo, it looks like Margaret. So Margaret, congratulations. You get to pick one of these cards. And I'm gonna write your name down here, Margaret. I'm gonna put it on these two cards, and you tell me which card you want me to send. If I don't hear from you in the next couple days, I'll just pick one and send it to you, because I'm sure you're gonna love either one. It's just gonna be great. So coming back here, and then I am going to show you guys what I ordered for my pre-order for the new mini catalog starting tomorrow and the online exclusive starting tomorrow. So now I can bring back all of my things that I had here, starting with the mini catalog. It's so much fun. So fun to have. Oh, tea bags would be cute in the little box because of the teapot, right? That would be super cute. That's a great idea. Might put some in there. So the mini catalog. So if you're not already working with a demonstrator and you would like a catalog and you haven't received one from me, I would love to send you one. So just let me know. You can tell me in the comments, or you can email me, elaine@sweetstampin.com. But this is the catalog, and it is full of wonderful step-by-steps, scrapbook kits. I love the scrapbook kits. They are so much fun for me because I love that it's already designed. I just love that. And then holiday stamp sets. And this holiday suite is gorgeous. So beautiful. It's what I call a mega suite because it has 2 bundles, and it has this beautiful paper. Reminds me of one of the papers that we used to have. That was one of my favorites. So I'm very excited about this suite. And then it has this embossing folder that's really cool. It's really large. And this is more. And then we have this really cute North Pole delivery suite. Oh, I'm not supposed to show you the inside. I keep thinking today's the day, but it's tomorrow. So, silly me. Okay, you didn't see any of that, but here's the front of the online exclusives. So those will be available tomorrow, but I can show you the actual product. Oopsie. My brain is like not. Okay, so I got the Happy Place, and I thought it's really cool because in the Happy it has pictures of a beach scene with the palm trees. So I thought that would be really cool. I also got Sweet Halloween. I think this is going to be cool. This goes with the scrapbooking kit. And then I got the Beautiful Pumpkins bundle. So I love how they have that distinctive look on them, and they're photopolymer. So that's cool that now you can get that texture on the photopolymer stamps to create that realistic, distinctive look. So I'm excited about this one. And so this one's going to be coming soon. I'm going to be working with that soon. And then we have Etched Autumn. Love it. And I love red rubber. Okay. The news is out that Stampin' Up! Is going to discontinue doing red rubber, which I'm a little bit sad about because I really do love the background stamps for red rubber. So we'll see. I hope that they've come up with some good photopolymer that can work as a background. Then we have Gathering Moments bundle. This is part of a suite. And again, we've got that distinctive, but this is also rubber. So a little bit different. So I put my stickers back behind, and then I take everything off. So just for example, I'm going to remove the backing on this one, and then I can see where to put that. So that kind of helps me place it. Some people like to put the whole thing in. I just like to take the excess rubber away because of the extra weight. So there we go. And next we have more autumn. So I got the autumn trees, and I'm pretty sure there's dies to go with it. Where did the dies go? Branching out dies. So there's dies that go with this. I'm gonna look for those. And then there's also branching out. And I really love this one because of the dies. I bought this. There's some bundles that you buy because of the dies, and this is one of them. So this one has this really cool die that I'm very excited about. Look at that. I love, love, love shapes and labels. And this is so cool because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes, and it has the stitching. So super excited about this one. The stamp set is also very nice too. Like, I like the happiest birthday wishes, and with love, hello, thinking of you, friend, wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. So it's a great bundle. So you'll be seeing that soon. And then we have some of the, let's see, we've got one more autumn. We've got Amber Autumn. And so that's very lovely. Very fun to color these images here. Okay, now we have the traditional labels. Well, let's do the sign design, and it comes with a punch. I think I already put the punch away, but the punch cuts out these images here. And I thought it was a cool punch, and it's got trick or treat, be sweet, happy new year, may it be filled with joy, season of thanks, may your day be merry and bright, or whatever. So it's a really nice bundle. And then we have the sweet, oh, here's the Amber Autumn dies. I knew I had them somewhere. So the Amber Autumn dies cut out the trees, the images there. And then there's this very large Gathering Leaves embossing folder. So let's take a peek at this one. I love these large ones. And I love the 3D ones because they really create this really nice impression. Very cool. So this is going to be super fun to use with the two-tone paper and then sand the top of it. And then you'll have all these little leaves. I think that's going to be really cool. So this one I'm going to be using soon as well. And then we have the Christmas items, but actually first let me go back and do paper before and kits. So here's the spooky or sweet Halloween scrapbooking kit. And it goes along with the spooky sweet and sweet Halloween that I'm using today. And so they have some similar images. So I'm excited to put this together. I think it's gonna be super cute. And I love that it coordinates with the sweet. This is the autumn that goes with this is autumn toile that goes with the, let's see, I think it goes with this amber for autumn trees. And I'll have to open that up. I haven't even opened them yet and I like to create those little 3x6 samples. And I'll create some 3x6 samples, but let's take a quick peek here at some of the papers. Mossy Meadow. Oh, wow, wait a second, you get 3. Ah, that's interesting. Three designs. 3 designs, but it's still 12 sheets. So it is 3, so you get 4 designs, 1, 2, 3, 4, but you get 3 sheets. I think I like that better. That's kind of nice. You get more designs, so you're not running out of the paper. And then we have the earth and toned metallics. I love the specialty papers. They are super fun. So here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a nice, rich, dark brown. I think it's all brown. So that's gonna be fun to cut some leaves out of and other things. And then, oh, so I see we have coordination here with the Gathering Leaves embossing folder. I like to cut all my things on the sides so that I don't have to deal with the sticky label thing. So that's why I'm cutting it on the side, if you're wondering. Okay, so let's see what we got. Ooh, it's got gold foil in it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. That is so pretty. Let's see, do we have 3 sheets? 1, just 2. It's fine, it's good. And that's nice, but ooh, that's pretty. I like that. And then, ooh, I love the gold. Love it. Oh, and then we've got some brown on this side and some plaid. I love plaid. Ooh, that's really soft and pretty. And it goes nicely with this sheet right here, the basic beige together. And let's take a look at this. Ooh, so pretty. That's cool. And you can see it coordinate, it matches the embossing folder. That's so cool. Okay, so those are the papers. Okay, so now we can do some Christmas. So those are the fall things that I got so far. And then now for some of the Christmas. So I got the Christmas greenery, and I think this is also a mega sweet. So it's got 2 bundles. And this is the one that has the traditional wreath 3D embossing folder and the traditional labels dies. So I'm very excited about these dies as well. I don't remember exactly what they, oh yes, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. So pretty. And so they go with these traditional labels. That's going to be really, really fun to play with. So I'm excited about that one. And then we have Christmas greenery dies that go with this. And it looks like you get quite a few dies. So I'm gonna check this out. It's like Christmas every time because first of all, I don't remember what I order, and second of all, I don't remember what it looks like. So, ooh, I love the fir tree, pine tree, fir tree, pine tree, whatever. I love it. And then this is a cool bow. It's like 3 pieces that you can put together. So it's got the bow, the tails, and the middle. That's different. I haven't seen that before. And the 3 little berries. We've got this lovely set of leaves here, some holly leaves. So that's gonna be really fun to play with. And we've got, this looks like a poinsettia. I'm not sure what's happening over here though. I'm wondering if one of these other flowers like fits into, oh, it's to stamp over top this one. I was like, something looks like it fits in there. So this is to color this image, and then this is to color this one, and this is to color this one. And then this one you can also use to color those. And then there's the same bow, similar bow. So fun. And then we have embellishments. So in no particular order, we have the streaked dots. So these look really interesting in person. It's a little hard to see on screen. And then, ooh, those look shimmery, shiny. I love them. Cajun Craze and gold dots. So it has like gold flecks in it. Looks like candy. And then these are the delightful decorative dots, and I think each of these goes with a sweet, but I don't remember which ones right now. And then we have some twine, early espresso and old olive. Excited to have colored twine. And then this is totally different. I haven't even opened it. I'm not sure what the texture feels like. So this is irregular weave trim. Definitely irregular. So let's get this tape off here if I can. Stick it on that, and then, ooh, that is different. Let's see, what does it remind me of? It reminds me of if you were to like slice up a sponge, kind of. Ugh. Interesting. Okay, so we have some of that. I think it goes with one of the autumn sweets. And we've got more embellishments. We have the deer dots. This goes with North Pole, I'm pretty sure. And I like that they're flat. These are flat. So that's nice for mailing. And then these are really pretty. Frosted iridescent dots. So it looks like we've got 4 colors. Ooh, love those. And then traditional sparkly sequins. Love these so much. I'm pretty sure these go with the Christmas greenery. I'm pretty sure that's what they go with. So I'm so excited to start creating with all of the fun things from the catalog and the online exclusives. They're from both. So I apologize that I don't remember which goes with which. There are too many things now, but I will figure it out. And when I do my lives and videos, I will definitely point them out. And then one more paper we've got here. And this is probably with the Christmas suite that I got. I only purchased one Christmas suite for now. I'm gonna get the others, but I'm trying to be a little bit more budget conscious, budget friendly. Oh, this has the gold too. I'm gonna flip this around because these are the pretty papers. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I love the plaid, but oh, so pretty. Let's see. Ooh, I love that one. Love it. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, sorry, I'm too high. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now let's keep going here. Got some more paper. Pretty, pretty. The pink. That is so pretty. Oh, I bet you the dies cut these out. I think they do. Is that it? No, there's more. Ooh, that's really pretty too. That's so pretty together, the pink and the red, the blue and the green. I love it. So pretty. Super duper pretty. Oh, I just love that red one. I just love it. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, I'm excited to play with that one. Okay, so that, all in my little bin here, is my pre-order from the holiday catalog and the online exclusives. So it starts tomorrow, so make sure to go online tomorrow and check it all out. I will be emailing this beautiful PDF out, Stampin' Up created, and it has all of the products in here. And easier to order from, much easier to order from. So thank you, Stampin' Up, for listening to us about that. Okay, so now we need to get to the main attraction here. We need to do Spooky Sweet, so Spooky Halloween and Fright Night. And they both have dies, so Spooky Halloween is part of the Spooky and Sweet, very sweet. Let's see, I can throw these away. And the dies are super cool. They have bats and a haunted house and some spooky fence. And this little tag, I'm gonna show you that. That's really cool too. And we have our cute little Frankie dog, Frankie dog, and Witch Kitty. Got some adhesive on there. Adhesive everywhere. And then Fright Night, I love the labels and the spider webs, little spider, and then we've got the stamps that are really cool too. So very fun to use those. Still have the adhesive on me. And then I've thrown in the textured notes dies as well. So I'm gonna be using those as well. All right, so let's get started. So I want to show you the paper, and I know I've cut it all up, but you'll get the idea. So one side we have a design. So I've got these cut up for a class, and I'm gonna tell you about the class. I've got 2 classes actually, and I've even got my labels because I haven't created my samples yet, and I'll tell you why in a moment. So we've got this cool house, this haunted house with the spooky eyes and cats and bats. And then we've got these cute trick-or-treaters. Looks like we've got a flamingo and a bat, a bear, a pig, and a little crow, I think, thrown in there for good measure. And then we've got some of this black. And here's the candy. And so that's what I was working on. And I've got some adhesive backing because I was working on that too. And then this is a really cool sheet here. So it's a scene. So you've got the different houses, and you can cut this up however you like to create your card. And then this one, we've got 3 scenes down here, plus we've got this really cool piece that I'm gonna do a card with today. So that one's really cool. And then I've shown you this paper, and I've shown you that paper, but then also included is this sheet right here. So this one has all these fun cutouts. We've got our little bear fairy and our hippopotamus, and I'm not sure what animal this is, but super fun, super cute. So I'm going to be doing a class, and I'm going to be putting out information tomorrow about my Spooky Sweet bingo, virtual bingo night. I'm very excited because I'm doing it with my good friend Sarah, who's in Arizona. And you're gonna make 4 make and take projects with this Spooky Suite and the Fright Night bundle. And we're gonna play bingo. And you can dress up in your costume. I'm gonna dress up or in your jammies, and we're gonna have a lot of fun together. That's going to be Friday night. I'm just gonna check my date here. The first Friday, October 3rd. So be on the lookout for information coming out about that tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll get it out the next day. And then the following Saturday, I'm going to be having a Spooky Suite Halloween class. And so we're going to be doing not only cards, but we're going to be doing boxes and treat holders and all sorts of cute things with the Halloween items from from everything. It's just gonna be all Halloween. So it's gonna be really cool. So let me show you, I forgot this piece. Oh, I think because I cut it all up. Okay, so this 12 by 12 used to have all of these pieces. So it had these tags going across here, and it had these going across, these pieces going across like in the next row. And then it had these pieces as well. So you get all of these pieces here, and I'll show you how I used each one of them in cards. I thought they would be super cute for cards. And then this piece right here is really cool because you can cut it up to just have this strip or this strip. Uh-oh, it looks like I cut it too far because I was cutting the other side of it. But I'm still gonna use it. So normally it looks like that. And then this is just the other side of the first sheet. So you have these alternating pieces here. So these are really cool pieces. And then this one I decided to just cut in half to see what that would look like doing half and half. So I'm gonna use those on some cards as well. So lots of fun pieces that you can use. And then this you could use just as is. I used some of the gray, and sad that I love the gray and I love this side, so it's hard to choose sometimes. Okay, so here we have our cute kitty witch, and this is one of the cutouts, and the broom is the cutout. And then this is the die from Fright Night, the label die. Where did I put that? I know I just had it. So I have this little bin here of all of my things, my cutouts. And here we go. So that's that right there. And so I've cut out several of those. And then we have Don't Worry, Eat Sweets. And then these, oh, I forgot to show you these. These are super fun. These are the Shimmer Star foam stickers. And they are foam with shimmer on them. And yes, the shimmer does come off a tiny, I saw one piece of glitter, so not too much. But there we go. That's our first one. Super cute. And then we have this one with our little fairy and our bottle of poison. And this is the spider web from Fright Night. And then you see that tag back there. And here's some of the bats. And again, the spooky stars. So this is all my part of the bingo night. So these are going to be 2 of these, I haven't decided which ones yet, are going to be make and takes for the bingo night. And then this one is the little Frankenstein doggy and some of that candy corn. And then this is the die with the bat, the little label die. So let me find that so you can kind of see what that looks like. If I can find where I put it. Here we go. So when you cut it, it looks like a tag, but then there's a score mark here that you can fold over, and then you just see the bat. I went ahead and trimmed it off, and it might be good to score the whole thing because why doesn't it want to fold nicely? But I think it's pretty cool. So you could tuck a piece in there as well. So you could tuck something in there like that. That's kind of cool. So that's fun and different. And then I have this one that I did, and it's just a little fun fold. And so I used the label and put one on the inside. And then we've got the spider and 2 spider webs. Oh, and I forgot to keep coloring the cat. Let's finish coloring the cat. The cat's like, oh, you didn't finish coloring me. Let's see. I didn't bring my markers with me, so I didn't color while I was there. Let's do, I don't know which one to do. Let's do this medium light 700. And then where's 800 medium light? Let's do medium. So I can't remember which one's lighter. I don't know. So I'm just gonna color this. Oh, it looks like this is too light. I want my cat to be a little bit darker. So I think darker is higher numbers. So let's do 600 and 500. Okay, so let's move that so it doesn't create a shadow. But let's do our little kitty. Don't you love brand new markers? It's just so much fun to color with. They're so nice. I'm totally noticing that my eyes are like having a hard time seeing things close. Ugh. So I went to Costco and bought a whole bunch of those reader glasses. I'm gonna have to start wearing them probably. Love getting older. It's just so much fun. All right, so now we have our cute kitty. It's like our kitty's looking a little bit white, a little bit too light. Let's see if I can add some dark in here too, although I am gonna do her little ears, the inside of her ears with the lighter color. And then I'm pretty sure this is darker, yeah. So I'm just gonna do a little bit like on the edges here. And then I can come back in and blend some more if I want to. But I'm just gonna kind of leave it at that. And there we go. There's our little kitty. So fun. Okay. Now we are going to make a couple of cards. So I've got some of the cutouts here, and this is one of the pieces from the Textured Notes dies. And I wanted to use this as a background. And I'm gonna start with a little bit of basic gray. So I'm just gonna get this inked up a bit here. And we're gonna create a really spooky background. So I'm gonna start with the gray. Looks like I need more gray ink. More gray ink, please. There we go. I think I have too much ink in there and it dried and now it's kind of stiff. So it's kind of making circles. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Ah! Okay, let's go over here for a sec. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're getting it looking creepy. I wanted it to be darker. But it's also cool because now you can really see the details of the edges as well. More dark. Whew, that's hard work. And then I'm gonna use some pumpkin pie. So I'm gonna kind of get this a little bit too. Okie dokie. So there's basic gray. Now we're gonna do some pumpkin pie. And I was looking for my I can't find my pumpkin pie blending brush. So darn it, I might have to get another one. Let's take another quick look here. Pumpkin pie. No. Maybe I put it in the wrong place. Yes. I put it with the Regals because it used to be in the Regals and I put it with the Regals. So I cleaned this off a little bit but I think all of the ink went to one side. I just used a little bit of rubbing alcohol and I washed it off, and the middle cleaned up really great. Look at that. But the sides are a little stiff. Oh, no, that's still doing some great color there. So I'm just gonna go really light up here. Oh, I don't wanna see the swirlies. Just really light. Okay, and I'm gonna get darker as I go down because I think that'll be spookier. Want it to be like orange. Oh, there we go. Orangey orange, like a. Let's add a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty spooky. Oh, and you could have masked out a moon, like punched out a circle and then masked out a moon, but I didn't. Okay, not too bad on the ink on the fingers. But let me wipe that little piece off right there. Whoops. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on, let's see. I'm gonna use some extra paper strips that I had. I'm not gonna waste them. And I'm going to attach them on the top and the bottom here. And I cut them from the other side so I can feel a little bit of an edge there. So I'm just gonna try and smooth that down a little bit. And then we'll add some adhesive here. So have you started on your Halloween cards or projects yet? Do you make Halloween cards or projects? Some people don't, which is perfectly fine. I just think they are super fun. Okay. And I love to decorate for Halloween. I love to dress up for Halloween. And when the kids were young, I could get them to all dress up with a theme in mind. So we've done Star Wars and we've done Lord of the Rings. So I've had a lot of fun with Halloween. Okay, so I was a tiny bit off there, but okay. We're just gonna add this down. So I'm just gonna line it up with this edge over here because I think I can hide this edge a little bit. So let's put that over there. So I punched out this tree here and the haunted house. So we've got our little house here and we've got our pumpkins and birds there. And our little guy there. So we're gonna add all of these to the card, and then I wanna stamp some bats because there's some bats. So let's stamp the bats first before I add anything. So here's the bats. And they go this way. So we'll do some bats over here. And we'll do 3 sets here and here. I got a new, you can tell because it's pretty clean, a new Memento ink pad, black ink pad, and oh my gosh, it stamps like a dream. It stamps really, really nicely. Okay, so we've got that. So we're gonna pop this up, but I just need to trim off these little tabs. I don't like them. There's just a few little tabs here. I just noticed that I didn't trim them. Okay, so let's do some dimensionals on this one. And we'll put them just all around the spooky tree. And we'll do a little dimensional at the bottom here. All right. Uh-oh, I should have, I don't want to cover up all my bats. Oh well. Maybe if I put it right there, we can see a bat peeking out there. And we can see a couple of bats peeking out there. So I'm gonna call that good. And then we'll do our crow with our pumpkins. So I have a question. Does anybody know why, and I don't know why, bats, or not bats, crows are in Halloween lore, or included as part of Halloween decorations? Is it because they're black? I'm just curious. Okay, so let's put this, I wanted to cover that up, so I'm gonna put that right about there. Good. And then this is just kind of, oh, it's gonna hide. So let's put this over here. And then I was thinking I could put some yellow, some daffodil cardstock behind here to just make it creepier. So I think that might be fun to do. So we can just cut, I'm just gonna use this because it's right here. So I'm just gonna cut some of this. And I just kind of did a rough measuring. And so that will go right there. And then we can, we'll just cut. Pretty sure I can just cut across here. And then cut here. And then here. Let's get that over a little bit. And then I can cut this off. Okay. There we go. So we'll just put some adhesive back here. I'll do some glue here. Scarecrow timing? Yeah, crows. That makes sense, yeah. Scarecrows go with crows, yeah. Makes sense. Not the biggest fan of crows. They like to, of course, eat grubs. And there's grubs in my yard. So, well, I did too much, but they like to tear up my yard to find the grubs and make a huge mess. So I'm not a big fan of them tearing up my yard. This can scoot over a tiny bit more. I need to just trim a little bit more right here. And I'm just gonna put a block. There we go. Okay, so now we have, I guess that's a crow. Another one here. Having fun Halloween. Okay, and he is skipping along. So I'll put a dimensional on him. But I want to place this house down first. And it's gonna be flat because it's kind of in the background. Our haunted house. So I'm just gonna put it back there. Well, that fits perfectly within my bats. That looks better. And then we've got our little trick-or-treater hanging around there. Okay, so there's our card. Google says, oh, good. Crows are associated with Halloween due to their long-standing cultural links to death, darkness, and the supernatural, their scavenging habits, and their dark appearance. Okay. And their presence in various mythologies and folklores as messengers of death or omens of misfortune. Maybe that's why I don't like crows. Sorry, crows. They're very intelligent. I know that. They are super smart, but fun. All right, so that's one card. I wonder if I should have a sentiment on it, like the trick or treat. Maybe the trick or treat across here. I think that might be cute. You could do the trick or treat, like trick or treat. I was gonna do the Happy Halloween, but I don't want to cover up my bats. I can't, or I could do it here. Okay, what do you think? Should I do Happy Halloween? Or should I stamp and do trick or treat? Let's stamp the trick or treat so you can see and help me decide. Let's see, trick or treat. And there's also a Happy Halloween. It makes it hard to decide because there's so many cute things. And let me stamp the Happy Halloween on something, and then I can decide if I want to cut it out later. So let me grab a little piece here, and we'll do trick or treat. Yes, I have heard that a group of crows is called a murder of crows, and that is making sense now. I always wonder, why is it called a murder of crows? Such an odd classifier. Trick or treat. Okay, so we've got to vote for trick or treat. And then we'll do the Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. And then we could do Happy Halloween, and I could cut that out. So, trick or treat, Happy Halloween. I like the trick or treat. Yes, this banner is, so this one is the textured notes dies, and this one is from the Fright Night. So this is Fright Night, this little banner right here. And the stamp set has the trick or treat and Happy Halloween, eat, drink, and be scary that you can use. And so those are the options. This is the textured notes dies. So I use this label right here for that one. These dies are just awesome. I use them on a lot of cards. And where did the top go for this? There it is. Let's do trick or treat. I think trick or treat is a good one. And I'll save that for another card. And do I want to pop it up? And I do want to pop it up another layer, but it's going to make it harder to mail, but they can just squish it down. It's okay if it gets a little bit squished. Oopsie. I noticed that mail has become more expensive. I just mailed my daughter, like I said, some things that she forgot in a medium flat rate box, which in my memory was like $10. That must be from a long time ago. And nope, it's $17.50 now. So if you didn't know, the medium flat rate box is $17.50. So I put lots of stuff in there. It's not 70 pounds, but might be close. No, it's not even 50 pounds, but it's kind of heavy. Okay, there we go. It's so cute. I love it. So fun. So fun. Okay. All right, so now I have, it's kind of similar, different colors, different characters. So this is the one with all the different scenes that I was showing you. And so that would be cool. Gosh darn it, this would be so cool too. You could totally use that, like with the tree and the little Frankie guy and like, oh my gosh. But no, we're not doing that. We're doing this side. And I think I do want to frame it in black. I think it'll look good. So probably frame it in black because I really, really want to use this piece right here. and put the tree in front. We'll put the tree on this side so it's a little bit different. And then we have the house up here somewhere floating. I don't know if I want to tuck it because I don't know if that'll look kind of weird. Maybe. And then we've got our cute little doggy. Or we could do our little fairy. We could do our fairy. Or we could do our hippo. Where'd the hippo go? I think the hippo would be cool. Is the hippo in here? I think it is. Where did it go? There it is. Yes. Because we haven't used that yet. I want to use that. Ugh, come on. So I think I'm gonna switch it. We're gonna do the tree and then the hippo. And then I feel like this isn't really working over here as much. Maybe if I put a bat over here, it'll kind of even that out a little bit. What do we think? We're still thinking. I also have an eek, but I'm gonna use that for, we're gonna do that for one of these. And then like that, and then eek. And then we can do, I wanna do the kitty cat. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself on another card. Let's go back to this one. Okay, so, and then I wonder, can I use Happy Halloween down here? Or is that too much? Too much. It's just that these are so light and bright and have white behind them that this looks kind of weird. Maybe we'll just do it like this, and we'll just not do the black is what I'm thinking. We'll just do Happy Halloween, and then we can add our crow going this way because they go opposite ways. Oh, and I can add this. There's only one of these in here. Ugh, I want to add it. I really want to add it because it's so cute. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I think this is smaller than 4 by 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Yes, it is smaller, so I don't want to use it. And I thought I cut up a whole bunch of black. Oh, here they are. Yes, these are the right size. And then I also have a treat box to show you. Okay, keep going. So we've got this, and then I'm gonna trim down this. And this is about, I'm gonna trim this down more. I'm wondering if I should just trim the tops of it. But I don't know. I gotta think about that. Okay, let's trim this down first. First things first. We'll trim it down to 3 7/8. There we go. By 5 1/8. Or maybe just a tiny bit smaller. Just get it all nice and square. And there we go. I like that. It's so sad to cover up this side because it's so cute. I'm gonna have to buy more of this paper. More paper. Okay, there we go. Oh, shoot, I forgot to add this on. La la. Okay, I'm gonna trim it down a little bit to the tops of those. So I think that's about 1 inch. Whew! And then I'm just gonna guess, and hopefully that was a good guess there. Oh, look at how pretty that is. I might even keep that and use that for another card. Okay, now I'm way, way, way off. Okay, so like right there. Thanks, Louise. Yes, I like that. That's better. Okay, so now we have our spooky fence. Uh-oh, too far. Too far. Okay, got the adhesive. Ugh, nice and sticky. Okay, so let's put this down here. And, ooh, and we have Petunia Pop ribbon that goes with this. We are using that. For sure. Look at how pretty that is. Put it there? I don't know, what do you think? Should I put it above? Well, let's see what it looks like here. Go like this, and then we'll put this right here just to see. And then we've got our tree, and we've got our hippo, and we've got our little guy here. They look so crowded together. Oh, and we were gonna do our banner. Our banner with our Happy Halloween is too much. It's too much. Maybe we just do this Happy Halloween and we cut it out. And we do that. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this off and tape it on the back. I think that will be good. Or you can put a little bit of adhesive on the back and put it down. But I like to just tape it as well, just to make sure that it stays. It's not going anywhere. And then on this side, let's make sure I've got this lined up correctly. We can tape that down. Okay, now we can tape this down. There we go. Okay, looking good. I like it. What if I tucked the tree like behind everything? I'm gonna chop the tree. Ah! I'm gonna tuck the tree behind. Just maybe there's just too much tree. There we go. I'm just gonna put the tree down flat. Flat tree. And we'll just put it off a little bit to the right. And then our hippo, we will trim off these little pieces here. And we'll put them on dimensionals. Okay. One more I saw somewhere. Okay. And then dimensionals. I think I had them here somewhere. Nope, they're here. We'll just do 2. And then we'll put our guy over here. Or should I put him over here? I don't know. I kind of feel like he still should go over here. And I'm gonna move him so you can see a little bit of the ribbon. And then we have the crow. Just put the crow down here, and we can put the Happy Halloween over here. And then don't forget about this piece. Been wanting to use it. Any more little tabs? And we'll do the little dimensionals. Fun. Okay, and I'm just gonna line that up a little bit with the black. And then I'll put the Happy Halloween over the top, I think. And then, whoopsie, I forgot to trim these little things off. So let's trim those off. And One more. We've got our crow here. And then let's cut our Happy Halloween. So I'm just gonna use the mini machine. And let's get these pieces here. So I need these. And let's see, let's go this way and this way, and then Fright Night. I'm gonna use this little label. As you can see, it goes like this. Happy Halloween. So cute. And we'll roll this through, move the ribbon. This away. Oh, sorry, that's so loud. And then we have our Happy Halloween. That away. Trying to put that away. And let's see if I can make it work here. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Where do I put it? I'm not really liking it right there. It doesn't look good up there. Happy Halloween, like she's holding it. Happy Halloween. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this one. Maybe up there. Let's see what that looks like. Me. Right there. Maybe I can't use my banner. Oh, so sad. Maybe they're sharing the Happy Halloween. That looks okay. Kind of takes away from my fence though. Can't see my fence anymore. Okay, so what if this wasn't there? Yeah, I think I have to do either or. So I have to do either the banner or I have to do this one. So we'll think about that one a little bit more. Feel free to chime in if you like this banner or this banner. What do you think while I get our fun little box ready here? So this is a tried and true, one of my favorite things to make. It's a 2, 4, 6, 8 box. And so basically you score at 2, 4, 6, 8 on an 8.5 by 5.5, and then you just turn it and score at 2. And then you're just going to cut, well, you fold first. Fold, fold, fold. Fold, fold, fold. On all the score lines. Ooh. And then you just cut off this little piece right here. And then you cut all the score lines up to the 2-inch mark. So I like to make V's, really narrow V's, and that gives me a little wiggle room to make the box fit nicely. That didn't quite make a V. Let's try again, okay? Let me just take out those pieces. And then cut the last one here. Okay, so this is a 2, 4, 6, 8 box. And you can do, can you put one corner under the banner? Yeah. I could slip it in. Yeah. No, doesn't quite look like it. Oh, I'll think on that a little bit more. Okay, so now I have already decorated the sides with the DSP, and to put the box together is really easy. you're going to take this tab here. In fact, I like to do it this way, where you have one of the boxes showing, one of the sides, and just run adhesive down this. You can do tear and tape if you want, and then you just fold it flat. And if you have scored well, then it just fits perfectly, and you have your box here. And then you're just going to decide which way is the front. Where did that seam go? Okay, so I want this to be the front. So I'm gonna tuck in those two sides, and there's our box. And so you could pinch the box top. You can add a top. You can cut a hole and put a window sheet behind there and fill it with candy so you can see inside. But we're just going to decorate this a little bit with some of these characters. So I thought it would be fun to kind of go around and do the hippo, and then we have the pot with the boiling over liquid on one side, and then we can have the fairy, and we can have the crow, I guess, and then there's all little bits of candy corn and bats that we can add. So it's super fun. You can decorate it however you want, or you could just take one of the stylish shapes circles and add some candy corn around it and stamp a sentiment, which I'm gonna see if the Happy Halloween will, oh, it just barely does not fit. Rats. So maybe we'll do all treats, no tricks, because that fits. Okay, because otherwise this circle is a little too big, and those shapes in that label, the Christmas label, those are gonna be cool. I feel like that would be a cool one to use. No tricks, all treats. Perfect. Clean this off a little bit and put this away. Okay, so now what else can I stamp on here? We've done bats. These are fun. These are like little sparkly things, little sparkles. So I'm gonna do those in Petunia Pop. Petunia Pop. But then the candy corn might look weird. Okay, we'll do it in the pumpkin pie. And then where's my paper? My little scrap paper. Put somewhere. All right, well, I have this scrap paper down here. So we'll just fold that in half and bring this up. And then let's see what it looks like, regular and light. So I think I can do regular, because I'm just gonna do it over here and over here. Nice. Get that orange ink off quick. Cool, and then we'll add some of our candy corn. It looks like this one, somebody took a bite out of the edge. My husband loves candy corn. I personally think it's kind of gross. Not a fan. But to each their own. And we could even do, can this guy fit on here? Maybe he can fit. We'll see if he can fit. And we'll do some candy corn. And just make this kind of a simple box. So dimensionals, definitely on the top and bottom. And where's my front? I think this is my front right here. All tricks, no treats. And then candy corn, and then there's one with two candy corns together. So we'll do this one. well. Okay, like it. I'll do. And then no, we'll do a little one. Okay. Missed one. Did I not do this one? I guess I did not. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the candy corn. I think that'll look the best. Nice. Okay, so this is just gonna be a simple box. So I'm gonna fold the sides together, and if you want to make it really secure, you can add some adhesive to that and just stick your finger down in there to push it together. And then you can tuck, if you want, you can put adhesive on the next two flaps. So adhesive here, and then this last one I'm gonna put two. Whoops. And there we go. So simple little box. And then I was looking for my iridescent treat bags that came with it. I know I have them somewhere, but I'm very sad I couldn't find. So I'm gonna fill the bag with treats and then tie a bow. And then that's gonna be my cute little treat box. So I will definitely take a picture of it and share that on my website and social media so you can see how it turns out. Here I am still cutting all these little tabbies off, but I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. I went a little bit over, so I hope you don't mind. But here's the start of another card that I will probably be making, and could even do this one. But so many fun things that you can make. So this will be one of the projects for my upcoming Spooky Sweet class. And let's see, how long was it before you scored? How long? Oh, it was 8.5. 8.5. So it's 8.5 by 5.5. So it's just a half piece of cardstock. So that's why I love this, because it's super easy to remember. So this is one piece of cardstock. You could even score the 2, 4, 6, 8 lines before you cut it in half. And that way you don't have to do it twice. And then just 2 inches on the 5.5-inch side on the top. And then you're just gonna cut that little tab away and cut on all these score lines to get this. And then you can, I would leave it flat to decorate. It's just easier to decorate. And so you can do, I did 1 7/8 by, let's see, what's this again? This is 3.5. So I did 3 3/8 because I wanted it to be just a tiny edge. But you could do 1 3/4 by 3 1/4 for each of the pieces of designer series paper, and you could alternate them. You could do the petunia pop one or the gray one on the sides, something different, or on all 3 sides, and just make this the feature side. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tie this bow around it, and I'm hopefully looking at all of the stuff here on my desk. I know I always put it in a great place, and then I don't find it again until a year later when I don't need it anymore. But I will find it, and I'll put treats in it, and I will be making it. I've already got some ready for my class, and then for my bingo, we will be making some of these cards, these fun cards. So make sure to watch out for that information. And I will also be sending out my newsletter, my email newsletter tomorrow, with all of the information about September and some sneak peeks for October, as well as the link to the PDF for the online exclusives. You're going to want to see that. It's going to make it so much easier to order, and it's going to be a helpful reference as well. So it's similar to the PDF that I was making for all the online exclusives. So now thank you, Stampin' Up. I appreciate that I don't have to do that every other month because it takes a bit of time. So I hope that you have had some spooky fun with me tonight, and that you have some fun ideas for some Halloween cards and little treat box. I will be posting these this and next week. And next week I will be doing some autumn cards with some of the items from the new mini catalog and the online exclusives. So make sure you set your calendars, mark your calendars for that. And I hope that you have a great rest of your week, this first week of September. I love to leave my July 4th decorations up until September, so I've finally taken them down and I'm starting to put out my fall decorations, and then I'll do the Halloween decorations, which are very fun, and then we go back to fall decorations and then Christmas. So it's a fun, busy time of the year, but it's a great time for crafting and making and gifting, and so I am here for you with lots of ideas and inspiration on how you can make your holidays even that much more special to you and to all your friends. So thanks for watching, and